Hello and welcome to my Apex Legends guide on guns. This is a guide for beginners and advanced players on the viability and the uses of guns in Apex Legends. This guide will generally focus on the guns and not their attachments, apart from in special cases when pop-ups or other pickups greatly improve the quality of the gun. So firstly, an overview of this guide. I'm going to run through all the guns split into sections of ammo type, of which there are 6. In each section I'll start with the short range guns and move towards long range ones, this being the bulk of the guide. Then I'll list the best guns of each group, with those being the guns you should look for provided you have the skill level. Firstly, we're going to look at the light ammo section. The P2020 is the first light ammo pistol. There's no two ways about it, it's an awful gun, but situationally it becomes good with the flesh shredding hammer point hop up. Then we have the RE45, which is the second light ammo pistol, which is an automatic pistol. It's a decent starting gun at the beginning of the game, but swap it out when you find something better. Next we have the alternator, which is the first light ammo SMG. It's a decent SMG with a relatively slow fire rate, but it has easy handling. Next we have the R99, which is the second light ammo SMG. This is the best SMG in the game, period. It has the highest DPS of any SMG and a very short reload time. Be aware it has a ridiculous recoil though and is very hard to get used to. Also, this is a firm favourite used by pros. Next we have the R301, which is the light assault rifle. It's an amazing assault rifle, and debatably the best assault rifle in the game. It has a smooth recoil and is often seen as better than the alternator in close combat. Next we have the G7 Scout, which is the light sniper assault rifle hybrid. The G7 is good at medium to long range. This is also another staple in pro matches. The best in the group are the R99, the R301 and situationally the G7, and very rarely the fully kitted out P2020 if it's used correctly. Next we have the heavy ammo guns. Firstly we have the Wingman, which is a single fire revolver pistol. The Wingman is one of the best guns in the game, but it's very hard to master. It has great headshot damage, but is punishing if you miss your shots. Next we have the Prowler SMG. The Prowler is a decent semi-automatic SMG, but it's a great SMG with the select fire pickup, which then gives the gun the ability to become fully automatic. Next we have the Hemlock, which is the first heavy assault rifle. The Hemlock is a decent assault rifle, but not one of the best. It has a single fire and semi-fire auto modes. And lastly, it has horrible iron sights. You want to get a sight for this one. Next we have the Flatline, which is the best heavy assault rifle in the game. It's one of the best assault rifles in the game overall. It has smooth recoil and high damage. Next we have the Spitfire, which is the heavy LMG. It's a good beginner's gun with huge clip size in case you tend to miss your shots, but like the Hemlock, it has horrible iron sights. The best in this group are the Wingman, as one of the best guns in the game, the Flatline, and the Prowler if you have the select fire pickup. Next we have shotguns. The first shotgun is the Mozambique. The Mozambique is the pistol shotgun. It's an awful weapon, but a decent weapon with the flesh shredding hammer point pickup. Next we have the EVA 8, which is the repeater shotgun. It's a decent shotgun, but with a good shotgun bolt and the double tap hop up, it becomes an outstanding shotgun. This is depending on you having those attachments handy. And lastly, we have the king of the shotguns, and this is the Peacekeeper, also known as the PK. Peacekeeper is a pump action shotgun and is the best standard drop shotgun in the game. It does ridiculous close quarters damage, but is excessively punishing if you don't know how to use it. The best of the group are the Peacekeeper and the EVA 8 if it has good attachments. Bonus tips. Always have the Peacekeeper cocked before you use it. Also, try to fire it once and weapon switch quickly for maximum burst damage. Next we have the sniper section. The Sentinel is our first sniper rifle. It's a bolt action sniper. It's a great gun and is chargeable to gain armor piercing, but charging with batteries is expensive. Next we have the Longbow, which is a great large mag sniper rifle. It's a great all-round sniper rifle with a good rate of fire for a sniper. Next we have the Triple Take. This is a sniper with a 3-bullet spread. It's a mediocre sniper rifle and it's better for beginners. With the choke add-on it's good, but this slows the rate of fire, with this gun being outperformed by the Longbow and Sentinel often. Next we have the Charge Rifle. The Charge Rifle is an energy beam sniper rifle. It's a good long range rifle but has limited mag size. The gun also has no bullet drop, but damage does fall off at long distances to compensate for this. The best of the standard sniper rifles are the Longbow and Sentinel, and situationally the Charge Rifle. Next we have the standard energy weapons. Firstly we have the L-Star, which is an energy LMG that doesn't require reloading unless it becomes overheated. The rough spray before it overheats is around 20 bullets. It's a great close quarters weapon but is bad at range. Next we have the Havoc, which is the energy assault rifle. Be aware it has a small warm up before it can fire. Once it's wound up it does huge damage, shredding people at medium distance. But for the couple of seconds while you charge up you are vulnerable. The Havoc is therefore not always favoured due to this short wind up, meaning that you can't shoot instantaneously. The best of the group is the Havoc, but again situationally. Some of the tips that I've heard recently from professionals are backliners like Watson using the Havoc to shred people from a distance and in a safe place. Lastly we have the special drop guns. These are legendary weapons, all having a limited non-refillable ammo type. Firstly we have the Mastiff, which is the best shotgun in the game. It has a widespread, high fire rate, but does huge damage. Like all the weapons in this category, it's only available though from care packages later in the game. Next we have the Devotion. This is a light machine gun with a small wind up. Unlike the Havoc though, this wind up doesn't mean that it doesn't fire while it's winding up, it just means that it speeds up as you fire it. The Devotion does ridiculous damage at medium range. It's the best LMG in the game, with a big magazine. The last gun that we have is the Kraber, which is a bolt action special sniper rifle. It's one of the top sniper rifles, with its single bullet damage being the greatest in the game. One bullet can kill any player at any distance, provided it hits them in the head. But the time in between the shots is large, and this gun tends to be very strong only if it hits the player. Emphasis on if. Lastly, although it's a great gun, it has a reputation as a stylish weapon that debatably does better in highlight reels than it does in consistent competitive play. The best of the special drop guns are all of them. All of them are amazing guns, but are rare endgame drops and will not be available for pickup throughout the game. Finally, I've got some parting tips just to leave you with. Apex is a competitive FPS with a relatively short time to kill. The game punishes mistakes hugely, but this short survivability can be extended by learning good movement, corner peeking, and knowing when to recharge your health and shields correctly. Also, guns that are bad that we've mentioned in the guide should be avoided, but there are always going to be situations where you have to use them. so it's always worth learning them for the times when you're forced to use them. Lastly, firing range is your best friend. Use it to continually get better at the game. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I hope this guide really helped you, and I'll see you in game.